Now to our original series, Project Home.
More people than ever before are aging into homelessness, and right now, more than half of our homeless population is over the age of 50.
Susie Steimle sat down with the woman awarded $30 million by the Benioffs to work on this very issue.
At a time when most of his peers are collecting their pensions, Earl Pratt is collecting cans. At 57, he's homeless for the first time in his life.
I took the phone.
Earl lives on Wood Street in one of Oakland's largest homeless encampments where humans and rats dig through the same debris daily. He says most days on Wood Street are
Very, very stressful.
Earl is part of a growing population, not just of the homeless in Oakland, but of people who become homeless for the very first time over the age of 50.
Didn't know how to set up no tent. Didn't know anything about being homeless, right? It seemed like I was just dropped out there.
Dr. Margot Kuchel at UCSF has studied homelessness for more than 2 decades now. She specifically focuses on those aging into homelessness.
It's enraging that we let older, frail people live out the last part of their lives outside.
Back in 1990, only 11% of the nation's homeless population was over the age of 50. Today, more than 50% are. 44% of the aging homeless population became homeless for the first time after turning the big 50.
They were sort of just scraping by, but never had a nest egg, never had a lot of savings, and something happened to them after they turned 50.
Earl lost his construction job. That same year, his mother and son died suddenly.
It is not cheap burying 2 people. Also, it's not cheap working and transportation.
Kuchel's research found you're likely to age 20 years faster on the street. So as this population grows, so does their health care bill.
We are willing to spend all these resources for these really very modest improvements, but yet we can't seem to get people housed. And really the difference between someone who is not housed to someone who is housed is so profound.
Dr. Kuchel's research found that for this population of people who are homeless for the first time after age 50, they're bucking some bad stereotypes. Most of them led pretty conventional lives, as opposed to people who've been chronically homeless for their entire lives. That population is much more likely to have had an adverse childhood event, substance abuse issues, or mental health issues. Kuchel says for this population that's newly homeless after 50, it is an affordable housing issue, period.
It feels really unsolvable because we're kind of talking about the wrong thing.
By talking about the wrong thing, Kuchel means we're not talking about deeply affordable housing. Affordable housing is a term we throw around a lot. Generally, that applies to people making 50 to 60% of the area median income. In Oakland, for one person, that means making less than $52,080 a year. Deeply affordable housing targets people making less than 30% of AMI or less than $26,040 a year. Every year, the United States loses 10 to 15,000 of its public housing units for the extremely low income. Between 2000 and 2016, the federal budget for this type of housing was cut in half. So you'd be extremely lucky to qualify for this scarce resource.
And so what you have is this really cruel game of musical chairs where there's 100 households lined up and only 22 units of housing that they could possibly afford in any kind of healthful way. That is a policy crisis that has been years and years in the making.
The wait list for Section 8 in Oakland hasn't been open since 2011. Still, 1,600 people are waiting for those vouchers. For public housing, 8,200 applicants are waiting. For project-based vouchers, it's 36,576 applicants that are still waiting.
So of course, if there's a group of the population that is sort of losing out, that's really competing for a really scarce resource, it's not at all surprising that the people with mental health problems or substance use problems are more likely to in some ways lose out on it and to be, fall into homelessness.
In the meantime, we wonder why people like Earl are working around city policies, building their own makeshift communities with made-up addresses and running bandit businesses. He has nowhere else to go. He has some family left here, a daughter and son, who he won't ask for help.
Does your family know where you are?
No,
Why not?
because I chose not to be a burden to anyone.
So instead of spending his golden years slowing down, Earl is spiraling. as are so many of Oakland's seniors on the street.
It's just a devastating situation.
Because we're human. We just had a little hard time or bad luck.
It should also come as no surprise that Earl is from here. He has deep familial ties to Oakland. In fact, Cashell's research found that 70% of our homeless do have deep roots here, which is a much higher percentage than the housed population.
Well, it's really interesting to me because you mentioned the term newly homeless. And if you're over 50, I mean, that could be, you could lose your job, you get laid off, you're a couple of paychecks away from having no help at all from anyone.
Right.
Being out of savings, and now you're newly homeless and you're not exactly employable. I mean, there are a lot of 20-somethings running around taking all those jobs.
It's a really tough spot, and that's often this population. It's some adverse life event happens, you lose your job, you lose your spouse, somebody you depend on, and then you fall through the cracks.
Well.
All right, Susie, thank you so much.
Well, keep sending your stories and ideas to projecthome@cbs.com, and you can see all of Susie's reporting on our website.